Hi folks, and welcome back to some more Ultimate General Civil War. Today is the 31st of December 1862, and we're going to fight the Battle of Stones River, or Murfreesboro as the South referred to it as. So in this battle, General Rosecrans was commanding the Union forces in Tennessee, or some of the Union forces in Tennessee, and was meeting to march Braxton Bragg. You might remember him from the Battle of Shiloh. He was one of the Confederate Corps commanders who was in charge of the Confederate Army of the Tennessee at this point. Neither commander, I would say, was particularly gifted or particularly well liked either. Braxton Bragg in particular seemed to be universally hated by all the men and commanders under him. He wasn't very popular, and probably with good reason. He's just one of those personalities, and he wasn't a great commander. However, this could have very nearly been a Confederate victory. Both armies met on the 30th December and positioned themselves, and pretty much both armies had the same plan. They were going to try and turn their opposition's right flank, attack on their own left flank, I think. But the Confederates got the attack off first on the 31st of December, and it came as somewhat of a surprise where it landed. So that's what we are going to meet at Stones River. Let's start. Now, we've got the benefit of hindsight here, which is always very, very useful when you're dealing with anything historical. And so we know that the Confederates are going to try and push across this flank to start with. So we're probably going to pull back and let them, and so we don't get overrun and into trouble. So on the right flank, I'm tempted to put the 3rd Corps in there and save my better troops for the other flanks where we can push forward and make a real difference. That sounds like quite a harsh thing to do, but we're going to do it because, you know, military commanders are harsh. Let's do a good old left to right. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. In we go. We can't fit all the brigades in of everything, so it's probably going to automatically position them for us in this one, I think. We're marching from Nashville on our mission to meet and destroy General Bragg's army. Again, we're in the Western Theatre here, and this was another bloodbath of a battle, as many of the battles were in the Western Theatre. I mean, it was brutal in the East, as we just saw at Fredericksburg, but this was another particularly brutal battle, and I think in this one, it had the highest casualty rate of all the troops involved of all the major battles of the war. It was something like 33%, or nearly 33% of everyone involved became a casualty, which is it's terrible. Securing the small town of Murfreesboro will not only have a strong symbolic impact on the Confederates, but allow us to march further south and gain greater control of Tennessee. I don't know if we're going to be fighting over the town so much. Bragg is obviously not willing to allow us to march further onto Tennessee soil. He waits for us at the banks of Stones River. A frontal attack would be suicidal, as we learned at Fredericksburg. It'd be wiser to reinforce our left flank and advance. If we take the heights west of the town, we can flank and push the Confederates south. Our cavalry is patrolling the area, and tomorrow we will know if the ground is suitable for an attack. Spoiler alert, it's coming on the other side before we're ready for it. Another viable option is to attack their left, but we don't know how many rebels guard the area. Quite a big battlefield, this one. It's going to be a lot going on, so a lot to keep on top of. We're now establishing our headquarters at Nashville Pike. Pike is another term for a road. I think it's a toll road in America. We don't call them that in the UK. We have a few toll roads, but I think that's what a pike is, or a turnpike. Tomorrow morning, we'll be ready to decide the best action. Okay. I think it's about to kick off. We can see our line being held here. While our soldiers are having their breakfast, the rebels decided to attack first. Enemy infantry is advancing towards our right flank. Do you think the boys of 3rd Corps can hold them off? Actually, men and women of 3rd Corps, because interestingly enough, in this battle, there was a Union woman involved who disguised herself as a man to enlist in the army. And she did this several times, each time getting found out and dismissed from the army. But she was among the Union wounded here. I think, was it Elizabeth Franklin or Elizabeth Quinn or something like that? I can't quite remember the name. Go look it up, Battle of Stones River. I didn't know that until recently. So that's one of the cool facts. I think we talked about whether women ever got involved. Apparently they did. Or at least one did. Watch your center because it might be a decoy action and they're planning to attack us here. All right, so we can't bring everyone on. Based on the nature of this battle, we can only put 16 brigades in here. I wonder if more will come on as reserves here. Is this the entirety of everything? Or have we got... So we can't deploy everything. Oh my word, this is 3rd Corps. Okay, deploying in the south. Right, let's see what we've got. I mean, it kind of makes sense just to let's put some defensive troops up here. We've got artillery, which we will need. I've also got cavalry, which, I don't know, to have 2 units of cavalry. We've got melee cavalry and we've got carbine cavalry, haven't we? We don't have a whole lot of stuff defending that front line if I do that. Yet we know this is going to get turned, so I've got to be a little bit sneaky about this. We've also got to defend this position. So let's put some brigades into the woods. And I would say let's have a commander down there. I guess we can have artillery or infantry in there, and then cannons in the ground in between. That's not terrible disposition. And hopefully we'll get some more troops coming to help us as well. So having the cavalry in reserve, alternatively, we could just abandon this and fall back, which isn't the worst idea in the world ever. We don't have a lot of stuff defending those woods, do we? I think this is going to crumble. I don't think we can afford to try and hold this. Unless I rush troops from further up there, which is a possibility. Let's put some artillery in here where it might get some initial use. Something holding the centre. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of those, and we're going to have some infantry in there, I think. I think that would be wise. Also, is there a weak bunch of cannon? I think I upgraded some of the cannons, so we do actually have decent cannon in this now, which is nice. Okay, you've got the longer range. I'm going to put you at the front. Do I want the cavalry regiment versus an infantry brigade? That's the thing. It's a big infantry brigade. I think it'll do more good than the cavalry. Then again, we've also got the choice of 6-pounder. No, we won't go with the 6-pounders. Let's put this in, because then we kind of want. I think we want some troops holding on to this. Let's see. We're going to face a determined rebel attack here. Start and pause. Right, let's get this position where we want it, and let's see if this is a sensible thing to do or just sheer madness. And it might just be sheer madness and stupidity. But we might just have to fall back 100%. Let's go and put some artillery up there. And also, I mean, let's get some skirmishers out and have them further back in the woods just to try and prevent a little bit of outflanking, or at least give us some flanking options. Actually, that would be quite good. We've got some seriously weakened brigades in there because they've gone up in experience, and they don't have the best weapons, sadly. Let's see, what can we do in here? Like, I don't want to leave a huge gap in the center there. So I think the best thing I can probably do is to put skirmishers in those woods there. It's just really just to hold a position and just keep us some eyes out on what's going on. What I can do is use these brigades up here just to extend this line with skirmishers. If nothing else, it allows us to see what's happening, and I think that's probably as useful as anything. I don't think I positioned the artillery up here too well. But that's okay, that's good. And we've got Wagner, who probably wants to be down here. So let's play and see what happens. We spotted something. It is 6 a.m. on the 31st of December. That would be black dark, nearly, wouldn't it? Oh, my words. We've got enemy artillery coming in. And they are coming in hot. Can we target these guys? Have I got some skirmishers I can quickly run in there? Give them a volley, quick. I don't want to go running out would be stupid, wouldn't it? But see if I can get the skirmishers out and go and give the artillery a volley or 3. I'm tempted to go charging out with the infantry, actually. Yep, here they come. They are already on our flank, but luckily we've got skirmishers in position. No, just get him, and then fall back. We're going to try and just punish the enemy artillery that's bravely, and it has bravely got up. They've routed. Okay, let's get back into position now, because I think to stay longer is suicide. Okay, turning and getting shot in the arse with cannons. We got some. It wasn't the most effective thing ever, but we got some. Okay, I don't have cavalry, sadly. Oh, wait, pause. What's this? We've got reinforcements from the north. Okay. Are these from third? No, these aren't from third corps. These are from second corps. Right. I would say that what we're going to need to do is form a defensive line across here and probably pull back to it. We could probably hold a defensive line across this sort of angle, staying in the woods. Or I bring them down and just pile them into the attack, which is also possible. Shall I sprint down? Oh, that depends if we're going to hold in the middle. I won't sprint them. Oh, we've got cavalry though. Let's put Grant on the front line here. Prince of Wales owned. This could be very useful. Like, bring them down. So if the Rebs want to take our tree line, they're going to have to advance across the open field in the face of artillery. The question is, can we hold these positions? You make sure you're shooting there. We've got a nasty big rebel brigade charging in there. We've got them though. Well done, Kennedy. Well done. You see them fellas off. You want to go that way, I think. And you want to get back into the woods. Flank them. No, my boys. No. Back you go. Back you go. Back you go. If you run into that rebel line, you are in a world of hurt. Go back. Well done. Well done. You're in position. Perfect. Shoot that flank. You guys don't need to double time over there anymore, so that's fine. Can we hold this middle? We have got artillery. We've got to put all firepower into that rebel brigade right there. We've got the cavalry down. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let's bring these guys in. Into the woods, please. It's okay. Logan skirmishers. Kennedy skirmishers. We're kind of holding this flank, so this was more effective than I anticipated. Cavalry really out on the side. We've been hit all along the flank. Let's get the skirmishers in. Okay, I can't see us being terribly effective in this position. This looks like it's going to fall. So I'm going to take 2 brigades. And we're going to try and pin the position open up there, and then we're going to have to double click those in. I'm thinking of moving these guys in reserve as well. I think that's probably the wise thing to do. Are you taking losses there? Let me just check. Not too bad, but some. Let me just expand this and see what's in front of us. I think vision is everything. Actually, go and defend that, because that is a defensible position. Really, this first stage of the battle is just a massive delaying action. Let's make sure you guys are all in the flipping trees. Come on. For cover. Meanwhile, the cavalry has got beaten up a little bit. There's a lot of cavalry down there. I kind of just want to just lurk on the flank. But I need to be in a position where I can cause some trouble. I probably need to be back up here. Something's behind us? According to this, something's behind us. Send some skirmishers to investigate. Get them horsemen. Go on, turn, shoot, turn, shoot. There's something indicating right here in the minimap. The artillery should be doing some good work. Okay, so that bottom flank is actually holding, and we've spotted... Oh, they've got dug in positions over there. So that makes me somewhat unwilling. Did I direct all these guys over here? We've got this bit which looks like it might hold now. This suddenly looks kind of weak up here. Let's double quick them in. Right, let's go like this. Actually, it's... No, it's that way. I always forget which way to draw them. We need to do this, otherwise this brigade's going to break through in the centre. There's something going on down here. We've found the rebel... Right, we've found the rebels. They're going straight for this. This isn't good. All firepower on that rebel cavalry. think they're going to make it in. Yeah, that's bad for us. No, they didn't. Okay. Give them a volley, boys. Give them a volley. And then the skirmishers get back to this edge. It's okay. It's okay. We've got it. We've got it. Another brigade goes off. Logan's going after them. Hold your ground. Hold your ground. This is desperate fighting. I love the game when it's like this. Right then, let's form up over there. And over there. Then we've sorted this line out, which is excellent. Dogmeat's brigade and Blake's brigade are in position. I believe this will be fairly secure now. And anyone who's going in there is going to face some really strong opposition. So the cavalry is off. I'd say go chase them down. The Prince of Wales should be able to do some good work against those. See them off. Nice. Okay. So the skirmishers are doing excellent work out on this side. Their cavalry's making an attempt to come back in. You boys should be able to see off Buford. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't understand the delay here. It's nice. When they do catch them, they do get a nice bit of damage, and this is just good experience for our boys. Although really, I would much prefer it if our artillery was able to point at the enemy. But the Rebs are keeping charging. You can see, as grim as it looks, the bodies lying over the open fields as they charge into the woods. We've got two lots of... Nope. Skirmishers just open fire. And Truex's brigade. They've taken quite some casualties. If this does fail, then we are in a world of hurt down here. So where'd that rebel cavalry go? There they are. Let's try again. Excellent. Kennedy's sent them packing again. You get onto there. Oh no, no, they've both routed. Okay, that's not good news. That might be the beginning of the end for our fellas over there. Do you want to just turn that direction maybe? Get breathed men up there. We've got some heavy fighting going on in the middle. Come to the front of these woods. There's no real effort to advance across here. And I think I'm going to bring Blake's brigade, because I think Dogmeat's brigade's probably got that. Bring them down here. You guys. Good, we're in position, we're in good cover. We should be able to hold the centre. The risky bit is down here, but Kennedy's rallied, luckily. So you can return. I might just withdraw into the woods a little bit. Turn around and shoot them, fellas. I might just send the cavalry just head first at those skirmishers coming up. Oh, that's not good. Hang on, get on that flank. We've got to pepper the flanks. Do you know what? They've walked in, they've somehow got flanked. Okay. Charge in. If we catch the skirmishers, I think we'll get them. Because cavalry aren't great in melee, but skirmishers are worse, and that's the danger. Them pesky skirmishers get another flanking attack off. Oh, this is starting to look really messy now. Blake's brigade coming down to try and stem some of the rot down here. We're holding them though. We're actually holding them, which I'm really surprised about. Hope's brigade achieving nothing there. Let's just reposition and maybe get some fire going in that direction. Our Prince of Wales have had to... They've come bouncing out. They've hit an enemy cavalry brigade, which is not great news for us. You guys are doing good work there, so it's okay. Actually, just appear down here on the flank of those enemies, and we're good to go. This is effective, although they are now manoeuvring to go around us. Well, I mean, the skirmishers are about to get into a whole load of hurt, but I'm just going to bring Blake's brigade down to open fire, and then we've got 20 minutes to hold. This line's holding steady. As long as we don't get outflanked, we're good. We are winning against the enemy skirmishers, but I mean, it's... Oh god, there's a big attack brewing over here. Those skirmishers are just... actually, they're doing okay. They're in really good cover, and they're just providing really good eyesight for us. But we need the Prince of Wales boys back. I think I need to get the skirmishers involved here. Right, excellent. Blake's brigade has arrived. Oh, I thought you were going... I've got the wrong one selected. No more double quick. Shoot into the flank of that, and I think we can stabilise the position here. I believe we can stabilise the position. Let's just get round this flank. Right. Let's go in. Oh, let's just charge in there. Don't give me a volley. Excellent. They've looked the wrong way. We charge the skirmishers in the back. This should be effective. As long as we don't go chasing them into a real mess down south. We've got some exhausted soldiers down here. There's nothing facing Logan. I'm tempted to try and do a switcheroo here. And you guys could just do with falling back. Yeah, fall back, but that doesn't mean retreat. It doesn't mean run away. Excellent. In we get into position and bring some of these skirmishers back down to defend this off. We've got ammunition problems. Let me bring the wagon down. I have to be careful. I don't want this. Oh, I think I forgot to reinforce the supply wagons. I think because we lost some at the last battle. Get into the woods, boys. There's no point shooting it out over there. Flank. Did the cavalry bounce off again? We must withdraw. Okay, so we've held them off long enough. That was good. I thought we were going to well and truly turn there. Bragg had the guts to attack us ferociously to our right. There is no point in defending this position anymore. It's advised to rally your forces on this hill near Wilkinson Road and hold as much as you can. That's it. So I don't know if we're going to get attacked over here. So where are the objectives? It's just hold the turnpike up here. So this is the only thing that matters now. So we could just hold a defensive line across there, because there's literally nothing to hold down here. So that would be a huge skedaddle, which we could do. So I could pull everything back. Oh, we lost the commander of that, so they're going to be somewhat ineffective. Taking a lot of casualties there. Charging them in against anything is like super risky. So I would say, let's get the artillery back. I mean, if I form like a fishhook shaped line or even a bend, it leaves us extremely vulnerable to like the corners. So what I would do is I'm going to pull back the artillery to here. And then I guess we kind of want like a fighting withdrawal, but this is super tricky to do. So the ones that need to go back first, I'm just going to try and pull them back in stages. Let's get that artillery back as well. Pull them back to there. We kind of want to hold this middle. I mean, yeah, I need to go back in stages if I'm going back. I can't just sort of flee all in one go. That would be a bit of a disaster. So the Ohio Outlaws take up position on the edge of this wood. Jedi Mace's brigade pull in. We're just making sure everybody is in the wood here. I don't want anyone on the outside of it. Badger's brigade on the far right will deploy skirmishers and go and sit in the houses over there. I see enemy problem makers for us. And we've got the Iron Brigade in reserve, who I might use them. There's a great big hole here. Right, okay, there's a hole in our line. We can't have that. And right in the middle here, this is okay, I see what it's done. I see what it's done. So we've got Frangus's battery there, which I think needs to pull back. I'm going to pull them back so they're in the open field. But we do have some strong brigades. We've got Grover's brigade and Tall's brigade, who I think we can use to hold this with. We've got the Frisian volunteers. Do I feel like the middle's going to be coming under a heavy attack here? I do, and I think what I'm going to do is just put them in like that and pull these artillery units just back a little bit like that. And also, I don't want the supplies going all the way down there now. Right, let's get this going. And we're going to try and just gently pull back. Actually, let's put skirmishers on this flank. Move all the skirmishers over there. The artillery's on the move. We might have to do a huge fallback here, but... we definitely can't hold this indefinitely, so indefinitely. Terrible language. Hope's brigade. Let's start moving them out. This looks like a big attack coming in here. What are you armed with? Lorenz rifles. Okay, that's something at least. Grover's men are moving out. Where are they moving to? There? Okay. So let's move these. I'm just going to tidy up this line a little bit. Dogmeat's brigade. I might put them just in the woods there. And Grover's brigade and take that central position up. There we go. They're a big brigade with decent weapons. So they're pretty good. Okay, so the Prince of Wales are over here. Let's get them dismounted and start fighting them like dismounted cavalry. With hindsight, melee cavalry would have been great over there for chasing off enemy skirmishers, but I mean, there's only so much we can do. It's time for you to fall back. It's actually you need to fall back first. We'll try and delay those as long as we can. And at some point I'm going to have to get those guys retreating as well. Right, up there, on the double, just run. Keep going, keep going. Take a shot in the arse, which is not, it's not optimal. Hang on though, the skirmishers can hold them up. Blake's skirmishers will hold them up while we get everyone pulled back. Right, it's time for you to fall back as well. I'm going to have to order the double quick, I think. Anything else is too risky. And you get up there as well. So I think we can hold a line across here. These guys coming in at the top, beginners to skirmishers, should be having a pretty good fight there. And these batteries should be doing some nice work. So that looks pretty effective. Hooray, we have reinforcements. Right, let's just have a pause in the action so we can see what's going on. This is going to be very, very useful. Clearly, this is going to be a risk, so I could do 2 divisions here. Johansson's and Hoffman's. Let's go into this. That almost fits in perfectly. Let's fit in like that. And then we can form the line with the Iron Brigade. We've got the Gotha Engineers. I mean, being on top of a hill is usually good for artillery, but I don't think sitting in the woods is good for artillery. So we will put them over here. And that should leave us 2 brigades, the Nissai and the Excelsior Brigade, who I could get them to come down and reinforce the line down here. I think I might just try and hold a right angle line across here, which I don't like holding right angles. Generally, they don't do very good. Right angles and salients, they can be attacked from multiple angles, and they're not great, but it is what it is. Right, okay, so we've got the men out of here, which is excellent. Blake and Hope can form a defensive line in there. You don't need to run anymore, fellas. We actually have... okay, this isn't bad. We've actually got some forces here. And what we'll do is we'll put these tired forces out there on this flank. And these fresher forces... oh, wow. Mason's brigade has taken an absolute pounding in there. That's not good. Let's put some skirmishers in that position. And they're just there to hold up. So who have we got there? Kennedy's brigade? Let's, on the double, run. Let's get them out of there. I'll leave the skirmishers on this flank to cause as much mayhem as possible. But Blake's skirmishers, are they gone? No, Blake's skirmishers are okay. They're down here. They're safe. They're fine. Well, they ran straight into that. That was quite nice. That was quite nice. And up north, we've got reinforcements coming. We'll plug in the line here. I don't think the rebels are going to be able to make any sort of solid hold against there, so that's good. And we can't really advance against this fortified position, but we can hold strong. So let's just bring some forces in here. We should be okay at this. I'll bring the supplies further south and park them with the artillery. Put mark on there where you can see what's going on. So at this point, this is now starting to get really, really awkward. I'm going to have to throw some extra firepower in there. Right, let's put Kennedy's men on this flank over here. And we're forming a line going across there, so that's all okay. We've got artillery in position, which is good. I could bring some guns over there. I don't know. Oh, I should probably bring some guns over there. Then let's get some guns over there. Maybe just have a volley into that cavalry thing before it sods off. And let's... Come on, these guys should break pretty quick. Part of me's tempted to give them the bayonet, you know. But if I break here, then I'm in a world of trouble. Wow, look at the casualties. That's nearly half health in that brigade. You would think we would be inflicting far more casualties on them than we're taking, but I don't know if this... I mean, that was a good volley, it's just these guys are sadly short of ammunition. That's the time to be getting out of there, I think. Unless I can bring someone down really quick. I'm going to have to do more of a fight and withdrawal here, I think. I don't think I can get out of this one so easily. But these tired brigades, we're definitely putting these on this flank out of trouble. So the artillery is keeping up a nice steady fire. They've broken. These guys are coming down to try and rescue the situation. It's not looking pretty, is it? Give them a shot. We need ammunition over here now. We've got 2 hours to hold all these areas. Right, I'm going to put the skirmishers all the way over here. I'm happy just to cause a distraction there. This is not looking good at all. We need a rescue. On the double. Oh god, they're moving in. Right, bring me some skirmishers over right now. And let's get those guys out here. I need a rescue. We'll have to go on the double quick. Right, Kennedy, if you can just kindly get over there and out the way, we can actually form up properly in this position here. I'm not in the mood to have an entire brigade surrender here. Got 2 brigades come up here, so we're outnumbering this position 2-1. I just think they're better quality troops, but they might have better weapons as well. So the enemy should bounce off us up here. Meanwhile, in the far north, we've got a solid defensive line all the way up here, which is good. There's some effort being made to try and come in here and cause me some problems, but I don't think I need to be overly concerned about it. I just can't get these guys to rout, which is the problem. So the Nisai Brigade's going to come in. Right, they've gone. Okay, excellent news. Let's bring the Excelsior Brigade down. I will bring Hope's Brigade down. They can maybe go and get involved over there. There's definitely some sort of attack looking like building at this side. And I have a big hole in the line right here, which is about to be filled, but... Right, come on down, fellas. In fact, let's get Rogers' Brigade over there. You've seen some action, so let's try and rescue these tired ones. Apple's Brigade is holding on well. In fact, they're doing a really good job. We're now at the point where we are fighting in the open, which is not really what I wanted. Okay, and you just pull back to that corner as our line slowly crumbles northwards. And that'll be the next bit that gets outflanked, but that's fine. And don't see there's too much we can do about that. Enemy are in decent positions. I'm going to put some skirmishers on this flank just as an effort to try and slow the breaking down there. I think I'm taking too many... Oh, it's not too many casualties. It's okay. I'm tempted to redeploy the artillery batteries here. Empty. The supply wagon is empty. Let's move it to the rear where it's safe. In fact, it's going to be safe on top of that hill. Let's put it up there. I think where are we? I mean, this one is holding. Right, this one's gone. Excellent. This is your get out clause now. Apple's men have done a good job. It is time to get out of there. Routed. Right, up there. On the double. Hope's men, fall back. Fall back. Missile brigade, just fall back, providing some cover. And we're going to get our chaps out. It's going to be fine. Skirmishers can go up here. So there's an attempt and attack coming on up here. It looks like it could be successful as well, which is slightly concerning. Make sure everyone's getting resupplied here. Supplying them is good. Yes, supply's fine for you. Okay, stay near the artillery. Form up there, and let's get these two brigades. Why don't I just do a counterattack here? You know, let's do that. None of this running in double speed though. Oh, we've got a problem coming out of the woods. In fact, yeah, on the double, get them out of there. And then this side brigade can fall back. Okay, so this is looking like it's solidified, which is excellent. And at this point, these guys are out of ammunition. I've got to pull them back. Do I have some more supply wagons anywhere? No, I think I'm out of supply generally everywhere. Pull back a little bit. And we're going to put Apple's brigade in the woods there. And we might put the Nisai brigade sort of holding the line around about here. And the artillery just drops back a little bit. Skirmishers are holding those woods. That's fine. They can do that. Our skirmishers here can get involved. It's looking pretty solid. It's looking fairly solid. Right, you boys, get over there. Over there now. Just run. Just run. We don't need to stand out in the open anymore. Ammo's a problem. Right, let's get some skirmishers back. In fact, let's rejoin the regiment. Yeah, it's time to pull back from this bit, definitely. Which means it's time to form ourselves a good old right angle here. And I'm going to do this. We're going to form there. And we're going to form there with Barge's brigade. There we go. So we're going to have a strong right angle here. This is the plan. Let's get Fry's artillery back a bit. And let's bring the supply wagon over and refuel all these. Right. If I can get something on this side that's stronger than the cavalry, we're good. But at the same time, I think we can cause some mischief here. So let me I'm just going to return these skirmishers to their home bases. And then we can keep an eye on things a bit better. So we've seen some serious action over here. You want to go back into there. These two artillery batteries are doing great, actually. Although supply looks a little low. For the size of the batteries, they've inflicted some good casualties there, so that's good. There's nothing much happening over here, although we are expecting a heavy rebel attack. But at the moment, we just need to hold this position, and then we might be able to effect a counter-attack later. So, excellent. Let's put Hope's brigade over on this flank, making space for the cavalry to then redeploy a bit further. And the Excelsior brigade can just move into the woods and take a rest. We seem to have a reasonably solid line. I'm just going to withdraw the Nisai brigade slightly. Don't need to run now, fellas. The running stage of our fight is now over for the moment. So let's make sure people are resting up. There we go. We've got an awkward situation here slightly, so I'm just going to... Do you know what? I should probably Let's pull back. Actually, breathe brigade. Let's see. Shall I? No, I'm going to leave them there. Did dog meat get involved much? No, not yet. If cavalry wants to come in, then that's fine by me. These guys should be resupplying. And let's move Palmer's supplies back over there. Yeah, I think I've probably left this space a little bit too tight. So let's get that brigade back over. Bargey's brigade. I know Bargey's desperate to get into a fight. There we go. Just reposition and we're good. So, if the enemy feel like getting involved... You know, I'm tempted to advance against these guys here. Let's bring these over onto this side. Because I think we can rout these here, you know. We've got some enemies coming up there. I don't want to advance and get flanked. Let's move them in. And at the same time... no. Let's get everything involved, because these guys are about to get a devastating flanking fire. I know we're advancing across the open field. Come on, Prince of Wales volunteers. There we go. Give them some fire into that flank. Shot 2 of them dead. 2. There we go. And let's make sure we've got a leader of some renown. And then after this, we'll just retreat back into the woods. It's just an opportunity attack, really. I don't want to leave this hole open, but they're gone. Nice. I mean, they were going against some artillery batteries as well. This attack looks like they're having another go. Well, they're thinking about it. Maybe it's just a distraction. It could well be. Just stay there and watch. Blake's brigade get in on the act here. I think we've stabilised this flank at this point. And we're trying to, yeah, we're trying to get some good results from that. Beautiful. Okay. I will take that. Let us retreat back whence we came. Wagner can go back over there. I'm going to leave these guys at the farm just to keep an eye on things. I don't want to over-advance the skirmishers. But I do want to have a little sneaky look down here. So let's go that way. Let's go that way. Let's see. I'm just going to hold on to that for the time being. Look at this dangerous looking bulge in the line here. This is very dodgy. I don't know that you're achieving it. Mind you, they've got some kills, haven't they? They keep falling back from here, so I'm going to guess that they're taking a lot of artillery hits. And the batteries over here are out of ammunition, and they've achieved very little with their guns. They're shooting at long range. Part of me thinks I should advance over the ridge here and just chase these off. Or force them to engage. I'll let them deploy. I think they're going to come against me, so we're in a much better position. I'll let them deploy for the attack. Okay, they're routed. That's fine. We don't need to push that. Let's pull the cavalry back and everything. If they wish to advance up there, that's fine by us. Logan's skirmishers are quite weak, so sorry, Blake's skirmishers are quite weak. I'm tempted just to let them rejoin the regiment. I'll have to get them behind the lines first, I think. I don't want them to rout. Can't see the enemy making a huge successful push over here. Oh, they're going. Something's happening in the middle. This does look like they're either forming for a massive assault, or it's just a demonstration to keep my best troops tied up. And it could be either. It could be either. What Bragg did, he made a lot of mistakes in this, but his first manoeuvre, this plan, it wasn't a terrible plan at all. It did catch the Union out of it and send them falling back. But some Union troops put up like a really solid defence and stopped it. And then Bragg brought in reinforcements from his other flank, but he sent them in piecemeal. So instead of like waiting for them to mass up, then delivering the fatal blow, as soon as they come in dribs and drabs, he just sent them charging in, which he had done that before. I think he was guilty of that at Shiloh with the troops under his command there. And it was a mistake. You want overwhelming force at the point of impact. The rebels are starting to surround us. It's strongly advised to withdraw and take defensive positions at our headquarters on Nashville Pike. Is it, though? The rebels must not cut our escape route, which is controlled by this section of the Nashville Pike, because our whole army can be trapped and lost. Yeah, this was realistically, historically, this was a really important part of the battle. So the Union troops did fall back, but it was defending this road, and the troops that did defend this road made the hugest of differences. It's possible we might get attacked from across there. So we've got Rube's brigade defending this place. Tell you what we'll do. We'll put him defending this. And tell you what, actually, let's redo that. Let's have some skirmishers forward. Put Rube's brigade in there. I've got 2 lots of artillery potentially defending this flipping ford over here. We might get outflanked from the top. They're not going to come across here, that's for sure, because we can't do that. So that's pointless. So the only way across there is they either try coming up this way here. Okay, this is pointless to hold. We either pull back. Let me have a think. Where's the artillery going to do best? Let me pull some soldiers back here. The Yorkshire Volunteers. Let's go and defend the edge of this wood line over here. And once we can see where we are, then we can see better where we need to go. That's my thinking of this. I'll go and deploy over there so that we're ready for these guys no matter where they come from. I'll leave some artillery forwards. I will leave some artillery like blasting away over there, but we're going to bring some supplies where they might be needed. Let's put them into the fort, for want of a better word, actually. Right, I don't think we're going to get surrounded. I don't think we're going to get surrounded. But I'm not taking the chance. So let's put some D's brigade. That's a big brigade there. We've got some cavalry, which we can actually put on that flank. I mean, the rebels have to push through this first, so let's see what's going to happen. I mean, I'm defending this place as if it's Rorke's Drift, and, you know, we're not there yet, and we've got some solid defensive lines in between us and them. And I'd rather be in a position for a counter-attack. So we'll see if they try to push. I think we're in a better position at the moment, so we will just observe. I mean, if they want to try and push against this, I think they're going to struggle. Oh, I've got some artillery over there. Why don't I bring these guys down here? Let's bring these troops along, and I think... Yeah, go on, let's have 3 divisions down here. And we're going to try and hold them. If they do try to do a rapid push across there, we can hold them. And if not, then we're in good position for a solid counter-attack. So we've got Rube's brigades of skirmishers here. Could I go across and watch? I'm going to get to a position where I can see. I've got a big artillery battery protecting that place. They've got decent cover. I think I'll bring the supplies down here, because I think they're going to be more useful. Let's get them down to where the artillery is. So I see a big rebel infantry assault forming down there. I still feel like we could push this flank now. So the question is, do I bring the reserves down and do a huge counter-attack? Let's get some archers. Let's get some soldiers out in front here, so I can see what I've actually got to play with. And let's get the cavalry down here, because I'm sensing the possibility for like a major counter-attack down here. Okay, well, it looks like we've got a general attack coming in. This is where it's going to get saucy. But if they attack like this, which is what Bragg had his men do, no, not in this position, I think, but often he would just send brigades in one at a time without support as they arrived for the fight, they will get repulsed very easily. The Iron Brigade is in a good bit of cover there. We have a heavy attack coming in at the middle. And we have a situation where there's not much supply there for the artillery. Or for that artillery. You guys have a bit. Let's go and reinforce those batteries. Is there a possibility of me actually... Do you know what? You just rejoin your folks. I don't know where you are, but let them come on now. I think this is going to be a huge defeat if the rebels attack us like this. You're empty, aren't you? Okay. I can send you to the rear. I should have some troops on this place, actually. Right, we've got 3 artillery batteries. I don't think you need to be up there unless I suddenly get outflanked by something. So let's bring them part way down, so I want to see what's going to happen. They're still not pushing against this. There is some effort to come across here. So the artillery... Maximus's battery. They could do some huge destruction there. Rube's brigade. I think you can do some great work defending this ford. Let's get across like this. Let's get you running on the double. In fact, the Yorkshire Volunteers, let's throw both these men in. If they wish to come across there, I'll put Maximus's men right on top of that hill. This is going to... Oh, there's 2... Okay, there's 3 positions here. Let's get Alex's men up there as well. Let's defend that place in case they try and... Oh, I could put troops in there. Now, that is a very good idea, I think. I don't think they're going to get any joy with that. Having said that, I'm going to take Ben's batteries of rifles back. And we're going to position them on top of the hill, because they'll be super effective up there. I'm going to try and snipe off the enemy artillery. Meanwhile, Wraith's artillery wants to come down south and support the general attack, if there's going to be one. The Ohio Outlaws, once again, in the thick of the fighting. I do feel like I asked too much of those chaps. Blocked. Blocked isn't good. Well, we've seen one lot off. I think it's time to... Not you. To bring you down. Although... I don't want to get generally involved in there. So let's just form the front there. Well, they've been pushed back, but I suspect that we will be able to counterattack that. And it's not going to be a problem. Part of me is wondering now if I can counterattack in the middle here. They're trying to make an effort. I think we'll have them. Badger's men suddenly need to double time it over there because there's a bit of a hole opened up. This looks like if we push south from here, I think they're going to be in a world of pain. But I need to watch out what's going on. Okay, I think the general idea is if they wish to... I'm not going to stop that up there, unfortunately. That's a shame. Right then, let's form 2 brigades over here. If we may. And put the Yorkshire Volunteers opposite that one. Ben's battery. You get sniping off Wright's artillery, because it's the artillery that's likely to cause a problem here. And we'll put some skirmishers down here. I wish I'd seen that. It's my fault. I just didn't spot it. Let's send... Go on, let's send 4 brigades down south to assist with wherever we think the problems might occur. But I have a feeling that this might have destabilised itself somewhat. And the Volunteers, who did some great work there, can go back into their position in the line. If they're coming out, we're going to go in and cause some mayhem down here. Just to keep an eye on the time. So... we would like to find... Let's bring the cavalry around. Let's go and find where the enemy are, because they've got to be some down here somewhere. And we're going to try and just chase them off. I like holding defensive positions. It's generally successful. I think you guys are going to get a stinging volley here. Yeah, that's quite nasty. That looks solidly held, so I think that's okay. I don't think there's much risk of... Oh, they're firing away in the creek. Actually, that's a bit more than a creek, isn't it? Whatever that is. But I think they're going to be in a world of hurt there. Ben's battery. Are we... I don't know if we're doing much, but... Yep, we are. We're knocking them down. That's excellent. Excellent stuff. That's why we have rifled cannon. And that's why we have 20-pounders. For a bit of anti-artillery fire. And we're taking too much in there. We've got a 3rd brigade turning up. I don't want to get in a firefight with them across the river. I would much rather them try and cross the river. Okay, you need to fall back a bit there. Just fall back to here, though. It's fine. We can't... Oh, we can't see the enemy artillery now. That's a shame. I'll just pull back a bit and let the enemy try and cross. But what I'll do is I'll put some skirmishers forward so we can see. And if it looks like they're going to go across... Excuse me. Looks like they're going to go across. I'm going to go charging in. We've got a general engagement forming over here, so I think it is time to advance and chase those fellows off. We'll do a small advance. They're having another attempt at this bit over here. I don't think it's going to be terribly successful. Meanwhile, we have spotted them. Where's the cavalry gone? I don't know there's a whole lot in here, actually. Is this bit hollowed out? This could be the opportunity to really get pushing. So let's bring down some of the big brigades that haven't had too much engagement. And let's come and advance against this. Cavalry swarming through the enemy's rear. This is what we like to see. We've got the Washington Rangers, which are... Okay, they are skirmish cavalry. Leonidas is not. So I'm going to put him here, because when they run, we're going to charge into them. And these guys are going to come and snipe on the flanks. Are you guys running? You are running. Okay, let's go down like this. And let's move to engage here. And I spy some major engagement possibilities. Let's make sure you are there on the flank. And Leonidas, when this lot run, they're going in. But we need to keep that guy occupied, otherwise this is going to be a very, very costly little maneuver here. They're routing. Excellent. Let's get you in here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right, occupy that one, and you guys come down. Okay, I think we can also bring Apples and Barge's brigade back down. There's now some movement going on around here. This is cool. We just need to get into a position where we can actually use our melee cavalry without getting ourselves totally wasted. As often happens, I see a lot of artillery at the back here. Dismount. Dismount. Get engaged. Another rebel brigade goes running. Come on, let's push in here. I think we've got the opportunity. The enemy don't seem overly willing to bring on a general attack. I'm just going to pull that one back. Let me come on. Oh, we've found them. We have found the nest, ladies and gentlemen. How can I get to the back of this artillery then without running slap bang into a volley from a flipping brigade? Because that is something that we need to avoid desperately. Can you get in there, by the way? Barge's men are running off. Okay, they've run into something nasty. Let's just fall back, I think. Right, they're now trying something sneaky. I have poked the bear, and I am regretting it. Let's run up there. However, we are still in a position where we can cause some nice trouble over here. The skirmish cavalry will fall back. As long as they don't get caught, they're going to be fine. Try and shoot into that guy down there. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. It's time to retreat. Fall back. Fall back. We just go back. There's no point us taking unnecessary casualties doing this trip. This was just an opportunity to cause some mayhem, which I quite enjoy. And you can see actually how we've got 3 regiments or 3 brigades of cavalry, well, 2 and some skirmishers, get involved here. Because we've got them from 3 sides, they don't know where to turn. It's causing them some headaches. We've got some routing infantry running over there. I'm going to try and bring this up behind. And we have a general engagement coming on. As the enemy try and cross this stream, this is going to be great for us. We've got skirmishers sniping at these people in there. And we can see, once again, the enemy artillery. Ammunition is becoming a problem. I don't think this is a problem over here. Let's bring in some artillery support on top of this hill. I will draw it in the correct way one of these times. And I'm going to leave... No, let's bring B's battery down as well, to where they're useful. I'm going to leave 1 brigade here, I think. Maybe Thompson's sharpshooters, just to protect the place, so that we can see. We'll bring everyone else up a little bit. Oh, there's a waypoint here. We need to defend this one, actually. Because if that was gone, then we would... we don't want anything to come sneaking in there to get it. Is basically what I'm worried about there. Actually, the Nisso Brigade could advance in there and we can flank them. Okay, it is time to pull the cavalry back, because this is not what they're designed for. I think this artillery battery is looking vulnerable here. I just don't want anything to turn around and give it a slap. Here we go. We're going for it. There are 3 vulnerable batteries here. There's some routing cavalry, routing infantry coming. I don't think there'll be a problem. They've spotted me. I'll take a volley from this, but I'm going to pull back quick. It's a big battery, so if we can get it. Right, which is the skedaddle button? Can we break him? Skedaddle? Oh, it's not working. They're in trouble. Well, they got in, and then they take a huge volley in the arse. Okay. Enemy infantry brigades, I think, respond a bit too fast to stuff like that, if I'm honest. And once again, trying to do the right thing with the cavalry, but I really struggle to use melee cavalry effectively. In battle situations like this, it's very, very tough. Just shoot. No, just shoot him. You're not blocked. He's just there, mate. He's right there. Oh, I was going for the artillery. Okay. Oh, I've wasted the cavalry again. Damn it, that's unfortunate. I better let their morale recover anyway. We've got them in the rear now, so that we might be able to do something sneaky with that. This guy's going to get beaten here, undoubtedly. Return to the front line. And we better maybe just point this south. So I'm trying to do an awful lot of awkward micromanaging here. I don't think that's going to work for them. We do have some nice brigades and stuff over here. Who's actually in good health? Okay, we do not have many that are actually in good health, but let's bring them down who we do. And some of these other skirmishers, Barge's brigade is looking a bit weakened. I'll put them in the woods as protection. So I think it's time we went on the offensive somewhere. Let's go for it. Shall we see what's opposite us? I think we just advance here. Let's go in. I mean, I think we're sat out in the flipping open down here, so let's make an advance. Let's bring the artillery up. Let's bring it right up. We've got 2 brigades. I'm going to leave 1 in here to protect this place and bring the Swedish Royal Guards down to support. Over there, in the north, I don't think there's any great risk of anything terrible happening. On the double. And the Yorkshire Volunteers, I think they're doing a good account for themselves as they snipe away at things over on there. The artillery's doing good work as well. Skirmishers there, no need for them to be out there. Let's put them back. Right, okay. Let's see if we can drive these fellas in. Come and form up over here. Let's get some support in here. And I have no idea what's in these trees ahead of us. I'll leave the Iron Brigade. Although they could do with... Oh, they've got some experience. They should be fine. These brigades can come up. And I can probably bring the artillery up, right? So what am I doing messing about down here? I need to withdraw that. And I need to withdraw the Prince of Wales as well. And can we get my sneaky cavalry back in? The enemy seem to be really well protect their artillery batteries, so I don't think it's going to be a thing. Let's move the missile brigade up. Bargey's men need to come down and support this flank. Is that good? Yeah, I think we've seen those fellas off once again, so that's some nice work. We're taking a few casualties from enemy skirmishers. 6 minutes. This is all held quite nicely. We've got what seems to be a charge coming in here, which I think is quite entertaining. Miles' brigade fell back. Okay, they came up against something tough there, I think. So I'm guessing we just hold the line because the enemy are just charging against us. I don't need to make any pressure, and I can't see any advantage from charging in here. Everything's going to be well protected, although I'm tempted to try and have another go at that because I'm always tempted. You guys are doing really well. You just need to pull back because we're outnumbered there. The new year finds us entrenched. Oh, so the battle goes on to day 2.